Hello crochet friends, and welcome back to Yarn Over Hook. My name is Sammy, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to do the puff stitch border. Isn't this so fun? You know we love a good puffy stitch, and this one is just absolutely amazing. It's just a puff stitch around a half double crochet. It's so simple. I am super excited to show you how to do this one today, so let's hop into it. To begin our puff stitch border, you want to do standard single crochet all the way around your project, putting 3 single crochet into your corner, and then slip stitching into that first single crochet once you've made it all the way around. You can do this in a contrasting color. I think it would look great in the same color as well, so it's completely up to you. Once you've slip stitched into that first single crochet, from here we're going to chain 2. And then into this next single crochet, we're going to do a half double crochet. So we'll yarn over, insert our hook into that stitch, yarn over, and pull through. 3 loops on our hook, we'll yarn over, pull through all 3 of those loops, creating our half double crochet. Now to do the puff, we got to go around this half double crochet. So you're going to insert your hook right here, right in between the previous stitch and your new half double crochet in order to do the puff around that half double crochet. So let's do our puff. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook into that space around the half double crochet, yarn over, and pull through. You're just going to repeat that until you have 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook back into that same space, yarn over, pull through. You have 5. Yarn over, insert your hook back into that same space, yarn over, and pull through. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll yarn over and pull through all 7 of those loops, giving us our first puff. Isn't that so cool? Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's do another one. We're going to skip this next stitch and do a half double crochet into the following. The reason being is that you still have 2 stitches here. That half double crochet, which is this stitch here, and that puff stitch. So you've technically done 2 stitches. So we have to skip this next stitch. And then we'll do our half double crochet into the following. So we'll yarn over, insert our hook into that following stitch, yarn over, and pull through. Yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on our hook. And we're just going to repeat exactly what we did. Create our puff around this half double crochet with 7 loops on our hook. So we'll yarn over, insert our hook into that gap space, yarn over, and pull through. Yarn over, insert your hook back into that same gap space, yarn over, and pull through. We have 5 loops on our hook, so let's do this one more time. Yarn over, insert your hook into that gap space, yarn over, and pull through. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 loops on our hook. Let's yarn over and pull through all 7 of those loops. And we're just going to do it again. Skip this next stitch, half double crochet, puff stitch around that half double crochet. Let's do that all the way until the corner, and I'll meet you there. Alrighty, so we're at our corner. We just did our last puff around our half double crochet in this stitch. So we're going to skip the next one and do another puff stitch right in the middle of that corner. Now, depending on how many stitches you have on each side, you could end up here, the first stitch of your corner. And that is perfectly fine. If you end up with 1 puff in the corner or 2 puffs in the corner, perfectly fine. This stitch is very forgiving, so once you're completely done with it, you won't even be able to tell. So we're going to skip this stitch here and do a puff stitch into the following. So first we'll do our half double crochet into this stitch, yarn over, and pull through. And then we're going to do our puff stitch around that. So we'll yarn over, insert our hook into that gap, yarn over, and pull through. Yarn over, insert our hook back into that gap, yarn over, and pull through. Yarn over, insert your hook back into that gap one last time, yarn over, and pull through. Yarn over, pull through all 7 loops on your hook. And then we have our one in the corner. So then we're going to skip this next stitch here and do our next puff into the following with our half double crochet. And then our puff stitch. And then we're just going to continue that across. Skip the next stitch, half double crochet into the following, and puff around that half double crochet. Let's do that all the way across this edge, and I'll meet you at this next corner. Alrighty, so we are at the next corner here. We have to skip this stitch here, and we're going right into that first single crochet into our corner. So that means we're going to end up with 2 in this corner, which again is perfectly fine. Let's hop into this stitch here. So we'll first do our half double crochet, and then our puff around that half double crochet. Then we're going to skip this middle single crochet in this corner and go into the following. Half double crochet first, and then a puff around that. And see from here, you can see our 1 puff in this corner and our 2 puffs in this corner, and there's hardly any difference. So you really don't need to worry if you end up with 1 in one corner and 2 in the next, and then 1 in the next, and then 2 in the following. It is totally fine. Your project is still going to look perfect. So we're done with this corner. We're going to skip this next stitch and do our puff in the following with our half double crochet, and then our puff around that. And we're just going to repeat everything we just did all the way around, and I will show you how to finish. Alrighty, we have made it to the end. So in this corner, I have 2 puff stitch spaces to do. So I'm going to do my last puff stitch here, and it's going to end up right before my chain 2. Then I'm actually going to do 1 more right where my chain 2 is. So right into the single crochet that we did a slip stitch into. That is going to be this one right here. So you're going to skip this slip stitch and go right into that first single crochet where our chain 2 is. This is going to give us a more seamless look to our puff stitch border. So it's going to look a bit like this. That way you can end with one of these puff stitches as opposed to ending with a half double crochet. So we are going to insert our hook right here, right into that first single crochet where we did our chain 2 into. So we'll yarn over, insert our hook right into that single crochet, yarn over, and pull through. Yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on our hook. You will see it looks like our half double crochet and our chain 2 are crossed over each other. Then from here, we're going to do our last puff. Yarn over, insert your hook into that gap, yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, insert your hook back into that same gap, yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, insert your hook back into that gap one last time, yarn over, and pull through. You'll have 7 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 7 of those loops. From here, we're going to chain 1 to secure that puff stitch. Then we're going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 2. Just like that. And then pull that nice and tight. You'll fasten off and weave in that end. And there you have it, your puff stitch border. Oh, isn't that so fun? This is such a cute border. I love it so much. Please let me know what you end up using this border on in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and ding the bell so that you know when we upload a new video. And we'll catch you in the next one. Bye! So what is Yarn Over Hook? Yarn Over Hook is a free social media for crocheters to create, learn, and connect with other crocheters from around the world. Join for free today at yarnoverhook.com and show us what's got you hooked.